Good morning. Happy Indigenous History Month. So listen up. If you are American Indian and your people were erased on paper, reclassified, pushed off of land, or you realize or come across a treaty that was completely ignored for your people, you need to hear me very clearly, okay? I'm going to tell you this, and it's important you listen. You do not have to be part of a federally recognized tribe to start reclaiming your land, your identity, or your sovereignty. Federal recognition is a U.S. administrative label. It is not the definition of who you are, and it is not the gatekeeper of your human rights. So here's the framework. When the state reclassified Indigenous people as colored, mulatto, or Negro, and removed Indian from records or blocked inheritance and land title through paperwork, that's not history. That's racial discrimination. And under international law, that's actionable. One of the strongest legal lenses is CERD, the UN Treaty Against Racial Discrimination. CERD doesn't require an enrollment card. It focuses on what the state did. Did they use racial classification to strip you of property, rights, or identity? If that answer is yes, that's a violation. And it becomes even stronger when you connect that reclassification to land loss. And this right here is why genealogy matters so much. Doing your genealogy, building a paper trail of who your people were, where they lived, how they were classified, and what classifications changed over time is not just family history, it's evidence. Genealogy is how you expose paper genocide, prove continuity, and show exactly how land and rights were taken from you. Without these records, the state controls the story. With them, you do. Now, here's the step-by-step to start reclaiming land, building a sovereign nation. Step 1, you're going to do your genealogy and identify the land and the people. You're going to write down the county, the state, and the original community or nation tied to that land. Step 2, you're going to pull a paper trail, okay? You need birth, death, marriage, and census records, especially the ones that show the racial label changing over time. That's your paper genocide evidence. Step 3, you're going to build your land chain. Get deeds, plats, probate files, and tax records. Follow the land from your ancestors to now. Your goal is to find the break, the fraud, the forced sale, the incomponent ruling, the missing heirs, the tax foreclosure, whatever they used, anything and everything you find, you use it. Step 4, you're going to prove continuity. Courts and international bodies look for continuity, family presence, community ties, churches, cemeteries, oral history backed by records. You don't need perfection, you need a consistent pattern. So I have an example for this step. I have a friend who went to South Carolina because that's where his family was from. He is part Pee Indian, part Pequot from Bermuda, but his Pee Indian part, his grandmother had a plot of land that has a family cemetery on it. So right there you go. That is your continuity, okay? So look for stuff like that. So moving to step 5, choose your legal lane. That could be treaty enforcement, fraud, and quiet title actions, probate challenges, trust mismanagement where applicable, and internationally, CERD and UNDRIP complaints for racial discrimination in Indigenous land rights. That's what you're going to use. CERD, CERD, and UNDRIP. Okay, United Nations Declaration for Indigenous People. Okay? Then you're going to go to step 6. If your goal is sovereignty, start drafting your nationhood dossier. Your declaration, your constitution, membership criteria, governing council structure, and your evidence index. Then you begin diplomacy, notices, letters of intent, and formal filings with international bodies. Now, if you want this blueprint that lays all of this groundwork in an organized, usable way, I have a book. It's by Mark Anthony Perkins. It's called The Roadmap to Reclamation. This is a practical guide on how to build your evidence, organize your claim, understand the legal history and mechanisms of erasure, and start moving like a nation on paper and then in action. It's not just a book, it's a step-by-step framework for identity restoration, land research, and sovereignty strategies. This book literally has templates that you can literally just print off and fill out and use to send to all the international organizations you have to send to start your own nation. And it also has the names and addresses of those entities that you have to send to. So I would suggest pick up that book. If you want to do your genealogy, I'm available for one-on-one appointments, or you can head on over to that place that sells books. The link is in my bio, and pick up my book on my step-by-step guide on how to do your genealogy yourself, okay? Because this is the one thing that I'm going to tell you to end with. The truth, they didn't just steal land, they stole identity to make theft look legal. And paper can be fought with paper, but guess how you win? You win with receipts. You win with genealogy. You win with your paperwork in order for your own nation. You take back your sovereignty. You don't ask for it. And you take back your land. You don't ask for it. They didn't ask to take it from you. You don't ask to take it back. Check out the books. I've listed them. The links are in my bio. You guys have a wonderful day.